Okay, it's such a delight to see an operator like Colton. If you notice, he's very methodical about his demolitions. So if you notice, everything he's doing, he's crunching everything up and making it small enough that it'll fit into the dumpsters. So he is taking great pains not to knock over any of the concrete walls and mix it in with the framing. You'll see him in a minute. He'll pull in our roll-off truck. He'll drop a can. His operator is, or his truck driver is running a load to the dump already of some stuff that was piled on the side of the house. So if you notice, when he's loading this dumpster, he spreads it out evenly and he tucks it in as he goes. He's pushing it in so that it gets every little cavity in that whole dumpster full, just to save us multiple trips to the dump. So he'll also make sure that it's not over the edge of the dumpster, so that the tarp can go right over the dumpster and not interfere with the tarp. So if you notice, he's back to work here. He's got the dumpster full. He's getting everything, pulling everything into the envelope of the house. Again, all that white building, the lower white area is all cinder block walls, and he's making sure that he doesn't knock any of that down. So once he gets done with the cinder block walls, we'll go in and we'll scrape off the furring strips, and then we'll have nothing but concrete left. So it's quite an art to do this and not to make a big mess and to not mix all your materials together. So when he's done with this job, he will have a bunch of debris going to the C&D dump, and then he'll have a different set of debris going to the concrete dump.
One that decided to climb into this.
The claw. It moves.
Okay, so here you see moving he's getting all the organics out of the way, all the landscaping and stuff out of the way. He's actually preparing to bring in our 65-yard dump. So this is a pretty magnificent piece of equipment. When you put that much debris into one container, this container, it'll probably only take 2 loads or 3 loads of this container to get that whole house, and it was a pretty big size house. So if you notice, as he's going, he's keeping the mess down. He's not messing with any of the concrete, and he's tucking it in as he goes. So when he's done with this, they'll take that to the C&D dump. C&D stands for, it's basically just, it's everything but like concrete. It's not any kind of the gooey kind of stuff. C&D is for construction debris only. So it's for things like wood and carpet and roofing materials, stuff like that. You don't want to take any of the stuff from your house like that you would put in your normal trash. That would be, food and things like that. They won't take that there. So the difference between the C&D dump and the regular dump is there'll be 1 million birds at a normal dump, and at a construction debris dump, you normally don't see, you see very little wildlife there because there's no food for them to eat off of. So as you notice, as Colton's going through this, look at how methodical he is. He is cleaning as he's coming out. He's cleaning up the construction debris, and he's using that excavator and sweeping. Okay, so now we've got the roll-off trucks back, and right now he's pulling the rest of the landscaping out. He's just going to mix that little bit of landscaping in with the construction debris. So he's getting it all put into the envelope of the house. Again, trying not to make a huge mess, because if you make a huge mess, as you clean it up, you end up removing a huge amount of dirt. And the dirt is expensive because it weighs a lot. So here you go. You got the end dump showing back up, and you're going to see him put this. He's loading all the organics into the dumpster. So, and then he's going to turn around. What I mean is landscaping and trees and whatever else that they have. So he's getting all that cleaned up, put into the dumpster behind him. Then he's going to come back into this house, and he will clean this up as he's coming out of it. As soon as he's done with that, we have one of our guys comes in, and he'll pull all the furring strips and stuff off of the walls. So back to the same old thing. So the end dump wasn't in there good enough so that he could reach it properly. So he moved in and repositioned it. So like I say, he's very methodical about how he does it. And if you notice, he loads the front to the back and he tucks it in as he goes. Okay, so here is Super Recepio. He is, he comes and he does he gets our furring strips off. We used to send 2 or 3 guys, and he can do it by himself just as fast. He's just a really good worker. He's real strong and real fast. So, again, the reason that we're doing this is you get the wood off of the concrete, then you can take it to the concrete dump. Now, if you notice here, he's using a king-size mattress, and he's sweeping everything up and getting everything nice and clean. So all the furring strips are off, so all he has left when he's done with this is concrete. He'll peel the concrete up and he'll get it into small enough sections so that it'll fit into the truck and not have anything hanging over. So that helps the tarps from getting torn, and it makes it easier to get them on and off, and you don't have to climb on the truck as much. So also you'll notice the pool cage behind there, he's saved that for last. That'll end up being put into a separate dumpster. It'll go back to our shop along with whatever other metal he's put off to the side, and they will, my guys will go through and separate that. We do a lot of recycling. So this is a different truck that we carry. This is another end dump, but this is a concrete end dump. This concrete truck can carry a lot of weight, and it's built to take the pounding that the concrete gives a piece of equipment. So he's doing this. That excavator is it's a 323 Caterpillar. It's pretty much the adequate thing to do, because just about anything that we're going to do, tearing down houses in the normal structures in Florida, which are most of them are going to be less than 50 feet tall. So this excavator, you could actually get up onto a pile, and you can reach, you can get onto a 10-foot pile, and you can reach another 40 feet up into the air. Well, maybe not 40, probably 30, 35 or so. So here you go. You got him with the mattress again. He's sweeping everything up, making it nice and smooth.
Approximately 10 hours later.
And then he's back to loading up the roll-off truck. He's filling up both of these dumpsters with concrete, and he's filling up the end dump with concrete as well. He's also pulled the pull out, so all of this stuff will all go to the concrete dump, which means instead of a certain amount per ton, which is $65 a ton here, if we took the concrete to the regular dump at $65 a ton, it would cost so much money that we would have to charge double to tear these houses down. So if you take it to a concrete dump, it might be $100 for a dumpster. If you take it to, let's say our normal landfill, it might be $2,000 or $3,000 to dump that much weight. So basically we take all the framing and stuff to the C&D dumps. We take the garbage-ish stuff like furniture and mattresses and stuff like that, and we take that to the landfill, which is in our area is an incinerator. And you see them bringing the dirt in now. This dirt is brought in so that we can fill it and make everything nice and smooth and make the lot look nice and groomed when we're done. So Colton right now, he's finishing up the last bit of concrete, and if you notice over where the pool was, the groundwater seeping in from the Gulf of Mexico Gulf Access Canal that's behind this. This particular property is it's on a key. It's called St. James City. It's on a little key, and this house right here is probably 3 football fields from being out onto the Gulf of Mexico, or the bays that lead to the Gulf of Mexico. So you see him spreading everything out, trying to make it nice and even. He doesn't have the roll-off, or not the roll-off, but the skid steer here yet. So now he's dropping a container there. He's getting the last little bit of stuff put in there. He's picking up the, looks like the last concrete dump. So here we are. This is the next morning. He's getting that dumpster out of his way, and he is going to, I think he's got the, you don't have the skid steer there yet. So he's going to smooth everything out, get the last little bit of stuff out off of the property. That's what it looks like he's doing now. And then he'll smooth out all this dirt. If you notice, as he comes back over here, what he's going to do, he's going to take that groundwater that has seeped in. There's a lot of water. If he puts dirt in there, it will just make mud and it'll be a mess. So what he'll do is he'll dip all that water out of there and spread it out over everything, and then he'll fill in that hole. Otherwise, it'll be a mess. It'll be a gooey mess, and it won't compact properly. So he'll do that, then he'll fill in that hole with dirt before the groundwater can seep back in. And then as you see, what he's doing right now is he's just smoothing everything out, getting the final touches, things that we missed. And he's going to get everything so that when he brings the skid steer in, it won't take as long. So the skid steer showing up right now. This is our other dump, one of our other dump trucks. We use that in a tag trailer. So here's a cute little mime. So he's going to pull the skid steer off, and he's going to smooth out this property and make it very smooth and very clean for the customer to build their new house or to sell the lot, whatever they're going to do. So back to Colton being very methodical. He's definitely very skilled. See, he's going to scoot everything around real quick with the excavator because it's got a bigger reach, so it'll take less time. So he's moving things around, getting everything ready, and getting it ready so that we can bring some more dirt in. So now he's spreading it out a little bit with the excavator, and then he'll put the excavator off to the side, and then he'll do the rest of this with the skid steer. So here he is, and making this nice and smooth. You know, he makes it look easy. It takes a lot of time to get used to this, so he's tracking it in at the same time that he is making it smooth. So he's pushing everything, and by the time he's done, it's not really as smooth as it looks like in this picture, but it's pretty smooth. And if you drive down the street and you look at it, you're going to say, wow, that's a nice lot. It's nice and smooth and clean, which is what we try to do. We try to do a very good job for our customers. Most of the customers we work for, we've been working for them for a long time, and they count on us doing our job completely, and we're known for getting the job done completely and not sticking them with leaving stuff underground that they can't see. So please subscribe